dun, 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 dun. There.
All right. That's an intro to play with. Okay, well.
We're working on that one.
Hello, welcome to Entertain This, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games. My name's Hayden. With me, I have Mitch.
Hello.
And Tom.
Hi, Tom.
This is our Thursday episode where we've changed things up and we're doing our news and reviews for today. I got punished last week after failing trivia for the first time ever. And
That week.
That week.
And I had to watch a show called Cop Rock. Cop Rock is an American police procedural musical created by Stephen Bosho and William Finkelstein. These are real names.
This was a sub-punishment because Rugby 2015 was a $70 game.
It was like stupid expensive. So then Tom pulled this out of his butt. Guess who's the theme music composer, like one of the main composers on the show?
John Williams.
No.
Hans Zimmer.
No.
Howard Shore.
No. Keep going. You know him.
I don't know what it is.
You've got a friend in me.
Who is it?
Randy Newman. Pretty little lady eating an apple. Yeah, Randy Newman. And it's definitely very Randy Newman. It's just dude rocking on a piano, singing about random things that are going on. So the gist of this show is like, at first I thought the cops were the bad guys. Because this, no crap, this is how they serve their warrant. They go up to this house, they hook up a chain on a hook to a door, and they go like this. We have a warrant for your arrest. You have 10 seconds. And they pull the door off of the hinges and rip it off.
All right, low-key, that's kind of cool.
They just burst in. They start snatching babies out of people's arms and stuff like that. Arresting.
It's like, FBI, open up.
They arrest everybody. And like the warrant was for drugs. They found less than an ounce of cocaine. Arrest everybody. Okay. And then like they get all these people out of the house in cuffs and they start stuffing them in cars. And all of a sudden, the perps that they arrest, they start singing a song. And I was like, whoa, what is happening here? They start singing like We Own the Street or something like that. And I was like, okay, so this is a musical. And it was an hour-long episode. And the gist of the show basically went, where like you'd forget that it's a musical up until they slap you in the face with another song that came out of nowhere. Like this one dude, he's like a forensics investigator, and his wife is like kind of way out of his league, and he's singing about how much he loves her out of nowhere, and you're just like, oh yeah, it's a musical, I forgot. You know?
Pretty woman.
Yeah. So I'll say this though, they did have I think like we should implement this in modern court because they sang a song that I really liked, and here it is for you.
The jury reached a verdict.
We have, Your Honor.
Hit it.
He's guilty, Judge, he's guilty. You could see it in his eyes. He did the crime and now he's gotta pay.
Did you say this was a bad movie?
it was a bad show.
Oh.
I mean, imagine like Law and Order or like what's
The
even
musical
older,
version.
like Hillside or something like
Hill
that.
Street
Hill
Blues.
Street Blues, yeah. Imagine a version of that, but like with random music kicked in somewhere.
I just like the idea of just like hooking of a chain to someone's front door. They just like go, you got 10 seconds.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, and like the cops are dirty. You know, like one of them plants a gun on because like they're the whole first episodes they arrest these people. The judge is like, you can't abuse this warrant. We're releasing these people. They're like, you're letting all these felons back on the street, you know. And then they find this guy that kills a cop that gets released the next day. He goes on like a shooting spree, and murders a cop because I don't know, he got out of jail. That's the first thing he's gonna do. So they're on a manhunt for him. They find him. And the cops that go to arrest him, they just burst in the house. They don't get a warrant or anything like that. Totally violate this guy's rights and put him in cuffs. And then the lead detective shows up and he's like, you idiots, what are you doing now? We can't arrest this guy and all this other stuff. Like, oh, gee, sorry. we didn't know. Like you're in plain clothes.
Freaking
cops.
patrol.
Yeah, no, they're not patrols. They're in plain clothes. Like they should know. So then the guy's like, all right, get out of here, and he uncuffs the guy, he puts a gun down and shoots him. Like there's nobody that knows how to do law enforcement in this show. Is this really what they thought cops did back in the 90s? You know? So, yeah. Well, anyway, so they.
I mean,
that's the gist of the
that's
show.
kind of how it was in the 90s.
And apparently, like, there's 4 songs for every episode, and there's 11 episodes, and it just got bananas. Like the chief is really weird. It's LAPD, right? So the chief is like, he's like. Ernie Hudson was the only person that I recognized in the entire show, and he was the PIO for the chief. So he essentially is like trying to corral the chief to not be so crazy. And the chief's like, yeah, I'll get over there and give the eulogy for this dude's funeral in a second. But come here, look at my new pistols that I got. And he got like Wild Bill Hickok's pistols. And he was gonna wear both of them for the eulogy. He's like, let me try him out real quick, and he pushes a button and a mannequin pops out of his wall and he shoots it real quick with his pistols. And I'm like, what do people really think cops are like this?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think the whole thing is just designed to be a parody and silly. I mean,
but then they would have this like MASH level switch to like seriousness where like a cop would die and everybody would be like, no, it's so sad, or like a crack mom would like sell her baby and stuff like
1,000 candles in the wind.
Yeah.
Or 100 candles in the wind.
That was a million candles.
A million candles. Bye, little Sebastian.
But yeah, it was just all over the place, and I was honestly like so put off that I was actually pretty interested, and I almost kept watching. Instead, I read the Wikipedia notes for the rest of the season. It doesn't get any better, but yeah, it was wild. It's a weird, strange medium to have a law and order procedural. It's like, I don't know, doing a sci-fi dentist office kind of thing. Like what's
another Gorgon.
Yeah.
Oh man,
you never would have thought that those two. Musical and law and order. Yeah, you never
should go in hand.
Well, it
They
didn't.
don't.
Yeah, it didn't do very well. It had its one season, got canceled abruptly, but they kept replaying it like every 5 years, and apparently it was a big hit in Australia at some point. So, strange show. Where did you find this?
I just Googled. I was like, what are the worst TV shows of all time?
Oh,
and like that popped up. It was like the number 2 thing. I was like, Cop Rock, and I looked. I was like, musical law. I was like, I don't need to know anymore.
Yeah,
Hayden, watch this.
It was pretty bad. It was so goofy that it felt like a parody until like they tried to be serious and stuff, and it's strange.
So you're saying if they were just spoofing and lampooning, and it was a lot like Police Squad, this would have been a very tolerable.
Because musicals are
show.
Musicals are wacky. Like I mean, like even like the serious ones, Les Mis. There's like it's so
There's good musicals, and then there's just.
But like even the serious ones, they're so outlandish that you can kind of suspend disbelief even further. But when you have like the reality of a law enforcement procedural going on, and then you got dudes doing like the can in the background. Like there's a scene in the first episode where the mayor accepts a bribe, and like they do a whole thing, a whole kit and caboodle dancing thing, for her accepting the bribe. And I'm just like, what is going on?
You're corrupt.
Yeah, it was like She's the Best or something like that was the name of the song or whatever. So, just wild.
The song's catchy.
Like Randy Newman catchy,
I like the guilty.
Yeah. He's guilty, Your Honor. Yeah, we should do that from now on. Whenever a person's guilty, as soon as you start hearing the
dance number.
As soon as you start hearing the piano play, the guy's like, no.
It sounds like a Mel Brooks bit that just went too far.
Exactly. It
like
does.
when you watch History of the World Part 1 of the Spanish Inquisition was just a catchy show tune dance number.
Exactly. That's what it felt like. So, yeah, it was strange, but it was weirdly enjoyable. And like if you could suspend disbelief far enough, but yeah. So there you go. That's my punishment. I give it a 5 out of 10. So, yeah.
I feel like Mitch might have been more punished by this.
Yeah,
I don't know. It sounded kind of funny.
Yeah.
It was until it tried to be serious. That's all I can say.
It's like when you punish me like the Muppets crime movie with the dogs.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was actually like hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right. So who had movies?
I did.
What'd you watch, Mitch?
I watched The Dog. It's the one with Channing Tatum, and it's It's about him as like a, I guess he's trying to get back into the military as like he's an Army Ranger, and he had some kind of traumatic experience that he had to be cleared before he could go back into active duty. Well, while he's trying to get cleared, he's trying to convince his person over him,
commanding
officer, to clear his paperwork. Well, he's like, well, here, do this favor for me, and I'll pass your paperwork on to the next level, so that they can, they can reevaluate. And so basically, he's tasked with taking this dog, which is a service dog, Lulu, for a military like canine, to the funeral for its owner and stuff. I think it's like 3 states away or something like that.
Yeah.
But it ended up being a really good movie. Like it gets a 6 out of 10 on IMDb. But I thought it was a lot better than that. It does a really good job of, having an animal actor. They said they used 3 dogs to portray the one dog in the movie. But it does a really good job of seeing how service animals, because that's kind of how they treated it. Was they kind of helped each other because both of them were suffering from PTSD from being in the military. Like this dog, like you couldn't touch its ears, or it flipped out and was like trying to beat him up, like with the muzzle with the stuff on.
Muzzle punching him.
Yeah. But there was a lot of funny parts. Like there's a part where they're trying to. He goes, I think, to a gun range, and he's just trying to vent some. So he's out there shooting. Well, the dog's hearing the gunfire go off, so the dog rips open its own cage, just like beating the cage to death. He comes back out to the car, and the dog's just grabbing the seat and ripping shreds off of it. And he's like, "You're a demon. You're just a demon. There's no reason for that." And the dog just looks at him. But there's a lot of funny parts with him because most of the movie is just him and the dog, and I was amazed at how well he did. For acting with just him and an animal.
Didn't Channing Tatum direct this movie?
From what I saw, it doesn't say that he officially did, but I did see other stuff that said it's his directorial debut, but it's not listed as a director on IMDb.
So was this kind of like a Kurt Russell in Tombstone? He's not the director, but he was in charge.
He was making things happen.
He was in charge and pretty much directing and rewriting a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
to make a great movie.
But yeah, in this movie, he's supposed to take the dog down to the funeral, and then after the funeral, take it to the base, and they're going to dispose of the dog because it can't be rehabilitated because it's so far gone or whatever.
They're going to put it to sleep or something.
Yeah, so then they go about different things that lead to an eventual outcome that I'll just go ahead and say it's a more pleasurable outcome than the dog just being put to sleep. But it's a fun movie, and
you could already say Channing Tatum and the dog eventually bond and become buddies, and him and the dog have become best friends.
It would be kind of a movie if he was just like, well, bye, dog.
All right, well, bye, you demon hound.
But it's fun to see the relationship because, granted, it's 3 different dogs that you find out through the post stuff, but just seeing his relationship with this dog throughout the movie as they go from hating each other pretty much to good friends when they learn to reconcile. So. It's a fun movie. It was a good movie. It says PG-13, but it's something I'm gonna try and get my kids to watch because she loves animal stuff.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to watch Homeward Bound?
Yeah, she loves that movie too.
It's an awesome movie.
But
traumatizing.
It says PG-13, but there's
Shadow gets stuck in the pit. You think he's gonna be dead?
There's no really any blood. There's not really any cussing. There's a little bit of drug use, but that's something that they they're trying to rectify. They see it and they try to stop it. So. It's a good movie. I really liked it. So.
I really want to watch Homeward Bound right now.
Or the second one. That's an example where the sequel's just as good as the first one.
Because what's it? Michael J. Fox plays
Chance.
Mm-hmm. So it's Shadow, Chance. What was the cat's name?
Sassy.
And that's Roseanne. Who played Shadow?
An old man.
Who's the voice of Shadow?
He actually has a cameo as himself in the first movie. He's the guy in the cabin.
Oh, okay.
That rescues Sassy after she falls off the waterfall.
Mm-hmm. Didn't know that.
Yep.
Stupid Sassy.
But anyways, I'll move on to my news for movies.
Cobra Kai.
Well, because of the success from Cobra Kai,
how do I know?
The Karate Kid, they're making a new movie that'll release in 2024.
The Kid of Karate.
They haven't said how it'll tie in, but it is supposed to be a spin-off from the TV show.
Are they going to get Will Smith's son in it?
I doubt that.
I hope not.
Jackie
He's
Chan.
too busy squinting.
Jackie Chan.
Thanks.
Yeah, the next bit of news I have is Keanu Reeves is returning.
As John Constantine.
Yes, as John Constantine in Constantine 2.
I never thought it would happen, so it's official.
Yeah. They canceled the HBO Max TV show that they were going to have of John Constantine so they could do this movie instead. And they also canceled the Madam X, which was Madame Xanadu, which basically it's along the same lines as Constantine.
Yeah.
But they canceled both of those shows so they could produce this this movie, which I want to say the same. I can't remember.
Why don't they just do like a Zatanna TV show?
They're working on that
yeah,
too.
Because then they could just introduce everybody.
But I think the same director, I don't know his name, but the same director that did the first Constantine movie is also returning to direct this. So, I mean, I like the first movie, and I think this one will be pretty good. It'd be interesting to see how they go about, because the first movie was in 2005. So
And here we are 17 years later.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be like 18 years after.
Yeah, they're also doing a Nosferatu.
William Dafoe is Nosferatu.
They already did that. Is it a sequel to the Nosferatu movie?
It's a brand new Nosferatu.
Have you ever seen that one with John Malkovich and William Dafoe?
The only Nosferatu movie I saw was the original silent movie,
but then
they Symphony of Horror.
There's a spin-off of that sort of where he was really Nosferatu, and they casted him in that silent movie, and that was about John Malkovich is the director.
Oh, I hadn't.
Yeah, it's actually a really good movie.
And he's playing himself.
Yeah,
like, he's playing the
he's
actual.
playing Nosferatu.
He's a vampire playing Nosferatu.
But he's been in a crypt for like the past 200 years, so he's just injected it into like 1920s America. He's just like this the whole time, just doesn't know what's going on, and then wants to eat people.
And they're just like, great, you're doing fantastic. Get it on camera.
Yeah, all of his co-stars are like
Horrified.
just looking at the side.
They got sued for that movie.
The 1921?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was a ripoff of Dracula.
Was Dracula
didn't come out until 1932.
The rights to it, I think. There's a
Bram
lot.
Stoker's Dracula?
Yeah, Bram Stoker's
okay.
Dracula.
I guess it would be within the rights window, but I wonder what the UK, because Bram Stoker was British, right? Or was he American?
He might have been American.
I don't know.
I think he probably was English, but somebody who is probably like a literary degree and is just like ripping their hair out. Listen to this. But
If there is any.
I know there was some litigation to do with the original Nosferatu. That's
Yeah.
why they had to change it from Count Dracula to Count Orlok.
Huh. I didn't know that. That's interesting. And you know what? People were so ignorant to stuff like that back in the day, they probably just didn't even care. Nowadays, everybody knows everything about every little minutia of a movie. So
That guy's wearing a blue suit. I'm offended.
exactly.
Let me get on Twitter.
Huh. TV. Tam.
Tom watched the new Grand Tour Special,
Ah.
a Scandi flick. Scandinavia.
I gathered that, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a it was a return to good form.
I thought we liked them all up to this point.
Well, it's been a while.
It's been like what 2 years?
I think it's 2
since
years.
the last one. Because I think the last one they did was they had filmed it just as COVID was happening.
Yeah.
So I think they had to like do like some sort of production past like the initial lockdowns and then release it. But this is a brand new to do. This came out this week.
Yeah.
And very funny. I mean, it obviously takes place in Scandinavia. They got to go across from Norway to Sweden to Finland.
Yeah. We didn't even know it came out. I was just looking through something. I was like, hey, Tom.
Well, I
Look.
like the Grand Tour page on
okay.
Facebook. So they accidentally on purpose released a trailer.
Oh, so you didn't tell me about it. I found it and told you, and you already knew.
Yes,
I see how it
I
is.
already knew it was coming.
You didn't tell me. Okay, I see how it is.
But it recaptured a little bit, not as much as like the old hijinks of the Grand Tour or of Top Gear from years ago. They do show some crash footage where James eats it into a wall.
They have role reversal.
It's like Richard Hammond drives super slow. He becomes Captain Slow, and James goes to the hospital because he wrecked Mitsubishi Evo into a mountain in a tunnel.
How do these guys not kill themselves?
I don't know. This was
their insurance rates. I can't imagine what it must be like.
Well, they don't have insurance in UK. Not health insurance.
Like,
yeah,
dude, he ate it in that wall.
He ate it.
Yeah.
They show the inside of
So,
the camera,
basically-
and his head bounces off the window or the door frame, like the T frame of the door.
Really?
Yeah, his head hits the B post of the car
Yeah.
and the windshield and the driver's window. which also shatters on impact into the side of the mountain.
Huh.
But he was fine. I mean, he spent the night in the hospital, but he was all right. And that car, I mean, just going through the motion.
Poor car. I love that car.
Yeah, the Mitsubishi Evo sinking into the sea, and they managed to pull it out. I mean, it was brilliant how they did it.
I couldn't believe Richard Hammond's idea actually worked.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, this is a bit of plot stuff, but James, they're driving across a frozen lake. He hits a soft patch of ice, and the car drops, and the front splitter catches on harder ice. So to stop the car from, like, totally submerging and the engine getting waterlogged and being pretty much destroyed, Richard Hammond and Jeremy's like, come on. He's like, they grab chainsaws, they run to the woods, cut down some trees, they bring back logs. He drills a hole and actually builds a winch out of rope and wood.
Huh.
By, drilling a hole in the ice, he drops in one log, ropes another long one, so they basically just have a giant lever, and they're just walking in a big circle and creating tension. And literally pulling the car out, and it's just like, I didn't know you could.
Smart old men.
Smart Richard.
Look at that.
So it was obviously it's fantastically shot. The quality is always fantastic for them, as well it should be. And also, I will say one of the funniest things was the end, where they get on the plane and they show the credits of them on the plane and the stills. And, like, James May's laying in between the aisles and they're pouring vodka in his mouth. You got Jeremy mooning the camera. They're just, like, dicking around. It's funny. I mean,
that's funny.
They have the best job in the world.
Yeah.
I will say there's also a great YouTube bit to go along with them of Richard and James getting drunk on vodka while answering trivia questions and building Legos. And there's also another one of them playing chess, and like each piece you take or whatever, they're doing shots of gin, getting slammed while trying to figure it out.
Gin, it's gross. All right, well, what news do you have for us?
So my news, there's a Blade Runner show.
Yep.
Blade Runner 2099 provocative TV sequel greenlit by Amazon.
Ooh, really? I thought HBO owned the rights to.
This is with Ridley Scott as an executive producer.
Right.
Amazon Prime's TV show will uphold the intellect, themes, and spirit of its film predecessors.
Do you believe
And
that?
just like Lord of the Rings.
And as I will tell you now, as someone who's watched Amazon's billion-dollar bomb, they are full of crap.
Yeah.
They aren't upholding anything.
Man.
They are going to crap on everything you like about Blade Runner, Hayden.
And Blade Runner is my kind of shtick because
it's that weird dystopian future.
Well, I've read the book "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sleep," which is what Blade Runner is based off of. And I was really into the Harrison Ford, the first one.
Hayden thinks he's a synthetic.
Maybe we all are. I don't know. I'll have to take the test.
I can vouch I am not.
You don't like Blade Runner?
No, I'm just saying I'm not a synthetic.
Oh. You know what? Was Harrison Ford a synthetic?
This whole time. Because of the orange glow in their eyes. Or the reflection.
It's some of it's that, yeah. They talked. I think there was like a theory that they were able to advance them beyond that at some point. I don't know. So
Say I'm not.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like they all have parts. If you zoom in on a microscope on the bones, you can see like where it's artificial.
Serial number?
Yeah, there's a serial number in bones and stuff like that.
So that's the bit of news. Also, I watched the newest update of the Rings of Power. So this is your Tom's 2-minute update. The show sucks. I have no idea what direction they think they're going with. I don't know what the writers were smoking. None of it makes sense. The timeline is 50 shades of effed up. People are alive and events are happening and things have not happened that should have already happened for certain people to be alive. And they're just, it's like Spaghetti Junction.
It's just all over the place.
They literally just took a bunch of stuff and it's like they're pulling plot points and people out of a hat and sticking on a board and going, this happens now. This person's here. We go.
I just hope that they can find a way to harness all the energy coming off of Tolkien's grave that he's just spinning around in right now.
There was one good scene. I'll give them that. They had one good scene.
Which was?
With the dwarves.
Oh.
When they did you watch the episode?
Yeah.
With Durin and his father?
Yeah.
They're a little back and forth to do. Like that was a good scene. Like that there was no prompting to it. It was a father-son moment.
Was it true to the source material?
I don't even care.
Okay.
That was the one scene I actually watched and just felt like Middle Earth.
I think the whole dwarf story arc is probably the best.
I wish
arc.
somebody would smack the crap out of Galadriel.
Yeah, I don't care about Galadriel's thing.
She needs to be knocked down a
the
couple
Hobbits
pegs.
thing is weird, but the dwarf.
No, they're not hobbits. They're Harfoots.
Whatever you want to call it. But the dwarf, like watching them operate in Khazad-dûm and figure out how to.
Khazad-dûm is by far the most interesting place.
And figure out like they're discovering Mithril for the first time.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty cool to see them. You know.
Glorious silver.
So. Okay, well,
There you go.
I played a video game.
Which play?
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
Miles Morales.
Spider-Brandon. Spider-Brandon.
So I got this game because it's on the PlayStation
That's what it
Plus
is.
thing,
Spider-Brandon.
and my son wanted to play it, and he really enjoyed it. And then I started playing it. I played for a couple hours, and
I heard it's a very good game.
it's a beautiful game. And the last Spider-Man game I played was like the Tobey Maguire one that came out.
Oh, really?
I think the last one I played was like Spider-Man 2, like the PlayStation 2 one.
Right, where you
What's his face? Bruce Campbell narrates it.
yeah. And
I played the one that's right before the Morales one.
well, so like
Into the
to
Spider-Verse?
play like an updated version of that, where and Miles Morales is an interesting superhero to play as because he's got the Spider-Man stuff, but he also has the cloaking ability and the electric ability too. But he's also very like young and inexperienced compared to Peter Parker. So like he's kind of goofy when he does his web slinging. He'll like flail around and like try and catch the web and whatnot, But he's also like I don't know if it's in the game like that, but I feel like the more you play, the more experienced and more comfortable he gets web slinging and whatnot. His story arc is really interesting with his like
It's his uncle, right?
Well, his uncle plays Prowler, and then his father
Is a
dead?
cop, right?
Yeah, he's a policeman.
I think he's dead.
Oh,
in
he
the
might
game.
be. Okay.
So was he dead in the comics?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
think Into the Spider-Verse he was still alive.
In
That's
Spider-Verse
like
was.
I think that was like the main. I mean, a lot of people who knew about comics and knew about Spider-Man knew Miles Morales was a Spider-Man.
Yeah,
But I think to the mainstream audience, a lot of people remember from Into the Spider-Verse.
yeah. Well, he's
And
keeping
then
his secret
Sad
identity.
Parker.
The only people that knows that he's Spider-Man is his uncle and his friend Gank. Yeah, I don't know. He's his friend, and but he's like his little girlfriend's like the Tinkerer, and so he's like trying to catch her, while figuring that out, and his mom's like running for mayor or something like that. So there's a lot of like side quests and lots of stories going on at the same time. But on top of that, like Peter Parker's there for the beginning, and he goes on vacation with Mary Jane. So he's like, "Good luck, you're gonna be Spider-Man now," and he gives him like his first spider suit. So you spend the rest of the game like upgrading your suits. You can unlock new suits and design your own suits. Well, I guess just get new suits, and then you get mods that you can put into your suit where you can like take more damage or do more damage or whatever, and then you can get devices like you can shoot at these drones that will fight. They'll project holographic Spider-Man that fight with you. So there's lots of cool little gadgets like that make the game pretty fun. But honestly, just web slinging through New York is pretty cool.
That was always a fun part.
It is. And you can go so fast, and you can get really good at it too. You remember like when Tony Hawk Pro Skater and Spider-Man came out, and there was like this weird kind of commonality behind it. Like you could just figure out how to zip through the city.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
Hit
it
the
feels
right
like.
timings.
Right,
And do
yeah.
things.
You can jump off the web a certain way and whatnot. That's what makes it a lot of fun. So I enjoy it. My son's super into it. He's gonna beat it. I don't know if I'll beat it just because there's a billion games I got to play, and I feel like I kind of hit like the grind where you've just about explored. You hit that like where you can go anywhere and do anything you want to, and it's just kind of more of the same. So it doesn't really want to keep me around because there's other games I'm more excited about. But that being said, I'd still give it like a 7.5 out of 10. So most people give it a 84, 85 from Metacritic, and 9s and 7s. The lowest is 7 from GameSpot. But
What do they know?
what do they know? But the PS5 graphics with the upscaling and the ray tracing is beautiful. So
Let me ask you this: since you played games on both Xbox and PlayStation now, Which console would you say has better graphics?
I can't tell the difference. I think that PlayStation has more experience with high def than Xbox does.
I think what I'd be interested to see is Elden Ring on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because it would look fabulous on Xbox.
Well, the thing, like Spider-Man and other games, like Horizon Zero Dawn and Ghost of Tsushima, like these games are so vibrant and bright. Like the color platelets and everything is so distinct that it feels so like it's like art. Like you want to keep looking at it. There's these gritty, grimy games in Xbox that we play, like Halo and stuff, where there's so many details and like realism involved that it doesn't feel as comfortable to keep
But like the
looking
color
at.
spectrum, it's a lot of blue and gray and
Yeah, but and it might not be as realistic on the PlayStation side, or at least the games that are like solely developed for PlayStation. But like I said, it's like art. Like it makes you want to keep playing and stuff like that. So, but yeah. All right, moving on to my news. So there's this game coming out called Ashfall, and it's a shooter MMORPG from a company called Legendary Star. I don't know what the release date is yet, but I'll do some more digging. In a
shooter MMORPG, you say?
Yep. And guess who does the music for this game?
Randy Newman?
No.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
Gary Newman.
Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer is the... but IGN apparently has co-produced this game.
IGN?
Yeah.
Really?
Recently partnered with Ashfall developer Legendary Star Studio. Okay, no, it's just a showcase. But I guess that they're involved in their like press junk and stuff like that. So this is IGN's article that I got all the information out of. But they say that Ashfall is an MMORPG shooter that is set in a post-apocalyptic world that saw an artificial intelligence uprising push humans to the brink of extinction following a nuclear war. The few remaining survivors were forced underground to live in vaults for many years, but the time has finally
Sounds
come
like Fallout.
for you and your friends to adventure back.
Literally
hopes.
Fallout.
It sounds like Fallout and Horizon Zero Dawn had a baby. But it's an MMORPG. It talks a lot about character development, and you can just do whatever you want with characters. And it has an RPG element to where they have what these they call them. There's a name for them. Your characters are called wanderers, and you can build prototypes of your wanderer that has distinct kind of classes. So you can be a charmer, where you can talk out of most confrontations that you get into, or you can be a gunslinger, you can shoot your way through most confrontations that you get into. So it has like these.
So you could be Charming Hayden or Action Hayden?
That's right. So, and you can build off of those. The prototypes are wanderer, sheriff, scavenger, mercenary, wage earner, hunter, gunslinger, bodyguard, assassin, arms dealer, renowned hero, and average Joe. The traits are the lucky one, backup
Why am I
dancer,
average Joe?
silver tongue, 9 lives, nomad genes, charmer, artisan, born leader, couch potato, mutation prone. I don't know what that means.
Fantastic shooter.
So I take it prototypes are like kind of what your natural born abilities are, and traits are like your kind of your job oriented stuff. So it seems like a pretty interesting game. I think it's going to be on all consoles. No, it's going to be on PC. And phone. So I guess this is a phone game. I just reviewed a phone game and didn't even realize it.
Good job.
Sorry.
There's also a bunch of people, because the rights have lapsed, actually. Middle Earth, or Lord of the Rings Conquest, is being remastered on Unreal Engine 5.
Really?
Or 4.
That'd be interesting.
They already released a trailer. It's on YouTube for Helm's Deep and a lot of the armor skins and stuff. And you can actually see like the individual like stitching and like cloaks and stuff. So, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's basically when Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 had come out, the original ones. A little while later, they saw the rights. They did a Lord of the Rings one, where you had your normal soldiers, you had archers, you had mages, and you had rogues, and you can go invisible and do the stabby stab, and you fought through Middle Earth. And then there was, once you beat the game, you unlocked Sauron's like plot campaign.
You can play as Sauron,
where you did the full reverse and fought as like the Nazgul, as the Witch King, and the Ring Wraiths or whatever, and orcs, and it was very, very fun. And apparently, like I remember playing it, and it would be like you have like 20 NPCs.
Uh-huh.
That was like the max
Right.
that a game could handle. So now it's like they're maxing it out.
Like 100 or something.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think they're going to come to console with it if they can. I know it's definitely going to be on PC. It's all going to be free to play.
Interesting.
So I might actually download that on my laptop just to see how that plays out because I really want to play that.
Sounds cool. Cool. Well, we made it through news and reviews. What do we do now, Mitch?
Take over the world.
That's the end.
That's it.
That's it.
Are we having technical difficulties, Tom?
I don't know. Are we?
He's not connected to Bluetooth anymore.
Oh, darn it. All right.
Am I not connected to the Bluetooth anymore?
He's going to make it happen.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Play us out, Tom. Goodbye from Mitch.
Bye.
Goodbye from Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Goodbye from me, Hayden. Goodbye.